Welcome back, viewers. A good evening to everyone. Today we are going to continue our series on overheads, and we've picked a question that is question 6, March 2021. It is question paper, CPA question paper, paper 7. And we are going to be doing secondary apportionment since we finished the primary apportionments. So the question says, Designers World Limited specializes in production of world-class garments for sale to all age groups in Uganda. DWL's main product is the vitenge, which are popular among the youth and the elderly. DWL has 3 departments, has 3 production departments, namely the machining department, cutting and the finishing department, and 2 service departments, namely the quality assurance and the marketing department. During the year ended 31st December 2020, DWL incurred the following overhead in the production and sale of the vitenge throughout the year. We have the production departments, which are listed from the machining, cutting, and finishing department, plus their costs in million shillings. So we have the service departments, that is the quality assurance, and the marketing department with their respective costs. Below it says, a technical assessment conducted at the year ended revealed that service department overheads were consumed by other departments in the following proportions. These are the proportions, and we are seeing we have the machining, cutting, and the finishing. That's the production department. Then these are the service departments. Here we have the distribution per each department. We are seeing that the quality assurance is giving out 30 to machining, 20 to cutting, and 40 to cutting. These are just proportions, and it doesn't give to itself, so there is a dash, and 10% to its fellow service department, that is 10. It means that even this quality assurance helps its fellow service department, that is the marketing, to sustain. Then the marketing department also gives 20% to the machining, 25% to cutting, 50 to finishing, 5 to quality assurance, but it doesn't give to itself. Required, we have here, it's saying, using simultaneous equation method, prepare DW's secondary overhead analysis sheet for the year ended 31st December 2020, 10 marks. So without wasting time, we can proceed and we'll see how we can do and get the production costs that are going to be increased by adding more from the service department. So we go to the solution, and here we are made certain summary from what they have given us. We said we start with the name of the company. You can make it in 3 lines. You start with the name of the company, what you are preparing, and the period. So I'm going to be using this question to take you through all the 5 methods that are used in the secondary apportionment. What we are looking at here is that we have already apportioned these costs to different departments, including the service department. Now the next step after the primary apportionment is to reapportion the service department costs to the production costs. The reason why we are doing so is because in the service departments, there is nothing like production taking place there. We don't produce anything from the service department. So we have to transfer all the costs we've incurred in the service department to the production costs so that they can be part of the units that are going to be produced out. That's main reason why we are doing so. And they have given us the basis of how we can do that. So we are going to use this question because if I just take you direct to the simultaneous, it will be a bit confusing. So allow me to take you through the direct method, the elimination, continuous, and the step up, or the simultaneous, so that we get to know each and everything. I'm going to be using one question that will help us to understand each and everything before we go to the ones which are a bit complicated. We say we have the production departments and the service departments. These are distributed in we start with the particulars, put the bases, we use I say this total you can ignore, but I've put it for a reason. There is something I want to explain to you. Here there is nothing that is given there. So we are going to, these are the machining department, cutting department, finishing department. These are the production. Then this is the service department as they were given in the question here. These are the ones I've just analyzed. And what we have here, the whole of this is primary apportionment. That's where the primary apportionment is stopping. So what comes next is to remove these costs and we put them into the production department, and that's what we call the secondary apportionment. But to give you a brief on the direct method, one, the main emphasis here is to make sure that there is no inter-service sharing within the service departments. What do I mean by inter-service components being not allowed in the direct method is that you are seeing that here the quality assurance, it distributed some 10, the proportion of 10 to the marketing department. What the direct method suggests is that when we are distributing these production costs, we give them out to the extent that we don't give service departments, they don't get anything. We distribute whatever is in the service department to the production without distributing this. So what it means here, we shall be considering the 30% that quality assurance gives to machining, the 20% that it gives to cutting, the 40% that it gives to finishing, and we ignore this 10 because this 10 is given to marketing department, of which it is a service department. So we ignore the inter-service component. Also here, when you see that marketing is giving 5% to quality assurance, this one we shall also ignore and we consider only these ones. That's what we mean by inter-service components. So we are coming here, let's have some working. The working we are going to, working one is about these bases, what we are going to be using as the bases. One, they gave us that Marketing is giving 30. This one is getting 20. This one is getting 40. So these are the ones we are picking. Marketing, we start with the quality assurance. The quality assurance. Quality assurance, then the marketing. Marketing department, you can permit me to use to make it short for the department. And we are seeing that, let me make it in line with what they were given. It is distributing, quality assurance is giving 30, 20 to cutting and 40. So here we come and say this is getting 30 from the quality assurance. This one is getting 20 and this one is getting, sorry, it is 40. Then this one 20, 25, 50. This is 40 and this one marketing department is giving to machining. It is 20, 25 and 50. It is 20, 25 and 50. Sorry, here I put much. So what we want to get is the total. We first get the total. Get the total contribution to the whole departments. Now here we are ignoring this service department because we are using direct method. We are excluding them. Let me try to put it in red so that you can get the difference. So we get the totals here. It will be equal sign. We sum up. It will be this from here to here. Close that. It is 90. Then we also get equal sign here. Sorry. It is equal sign sum from here to here. So this one is 95. You are seeing that it would have been 100%, but we ignored this 10%. And this one would have been 100%, but we ignored 5, and it becomes a 95. The other person can take it in this way, or let me put all. Permit me to use 2A for quality assurance and MD for marketing department. We would say that since this one is giving, it is giving 30, we make it in proportion. We try to reduce them into small figures which we can easily use. If let's say this one is applicable when you have given, if let's say these figures were in thousands, what will you say? At least you reduce them, you say equal sign, you divide by any number that cannot give you a decimal point. Like in these ones, which number that when you divide it throughout, it will be giving you a number that is not in decimals. We may say we divide through by 10. All of them will divide through by 10. It will be equal sign this divide by 10. Even this one will be equal sign this divide by 10. So when you add up this one plus this one plus this one, you'll be getting a 9. And this 9 will be representing this. So the other one you can also reduce the marketing department and you divide, because we are looking for here, we can't divide by 10, because when you divide by 10, this one will be getting is a point. We get one factor that when you divide throughout, it will not give you a decimal figure, because when you get decimal figures, you will get confused and it will be hard for you to compute. It will be this. We can now divide by 5. Because when you divide by 5, at least that one you are getting a whole number. And even this one, when you divide by 5, you'll be getting a whole number, which is 5. Then equal sign this, divide by 5. When you add up the whole of this, this is when you get equal sign with sum, you'll be getting, I think it's 19. Is it 19? It is 17. But this one, I think we've divided differently. Because it's supposed to be the equal sign this, not the other 40. Divide by 5. Yeah, we shall be getting 19 here. So you can either use this or this upper one. When you're using, here we said there is no inter-service component. And the other thing, we don't have any criteria that we follow, whether we start with the one with the smallest or with the highest. But what I can emphasize is that at least we start with the smallest, we end with the biggest. But even if you go the other way around, it's also okay. What we're only interested in is that we don't see the inter-service components when you are using the direct method. So since we are distributing any, me, I'm going to start with the one with the smallest cost, and it's going to be this, which is the quality assurance. It means I'm going to start with the quality assurance. The quality assurance, and then I distribute the marketing department. The other person, you can put it here as in ratios. It is 30 to 20 to 50 to 40, which is the quality assurance. Then for this one, you put it is 20 to 25 to 50. But if the digits are very big and you can't just use them here, you can try to reduce them like here. So if you want to get what we incurred, let's say for machining department, it will be what we have here. It will be this divided by this, which is the total. Then we multiply by the cost we are distributing. Now we are distributing this, which will give us that. So what we are distributing this, it is 12,400, 1, 2, 3. And you can put it here as the total, 12,400, 1, 2, 3. That's our total. Then we can go to this, and we also say that it is this equal sign this divide by the total proportion multiply by the cost, which will give us that. And even this one, it will be equal sign this, which is 40 over this multiply by the cost, which will give us that. So when you add this plus this plus this, we must be getting this. If you're not getting that, then you just know that we must have made a mistake. But remember this one, since we are distributing it, we put it in a bracket. So when we put it in a bracket, it will be a negative. So you are seeing it is bringing a negative, meaning it will be this. When you add this, it will turn out to be a 0. So, but this one, we are not distributing anything, so that one receives a 0. When we are done with that, then we distribute the 16 million. This 16 million, it will not give to its other service department. So we shall be getting, this is the total we are distributing. And when we get that, it means here we are going to be having this 20 to be equal sign this divide by this, then we multiply by the cost we are distributing. Or you can click this one, any, press enter. Then equal sign this, the preceding, divide by the total, we multiply it by the amount we are distributing. So it will be equal sign this 50 divided by 95, multiply it by 16 million. Even when you add this plus this plus this, you must be getting this. Here we can also look for the total here. We can try to look for the total, but we can leave that and we put, let's get the total there. Cosine sum, we are adding this, adding horizontally. That's what they gave us. So we want to find this. We want to get what is included in that. It will be this equal sign sum. We are summing up from up here. Sorry. It's equal sign sum. It's from here up to there. It will be giving us that. So we get the total for the whole. Sorry, this one was supposed to be in the bracket because we are distributing it. We distributed that, so it's supposed to be giving us a negative. Then having got our totals, these are our totals. So we can, let me try to highlight them, make them a bit bold, so that will get the difference. So that's how we get these costs. Already we have the whatever, maybe putting them into borders. And you can say that that is done. And that's how we use the direct method to distribute this, because we say this one becoming negative, and when you sum up, you can also try to prove from here. This, the reason why I gave you this total, that when you add this, they will have to give you the figure that we are supposed to be equating to these ones. I can put it here. Let me put it here, equal sign sum. Let me put it here. You are seeing that when you add this, make it a bit broad. Oh, sorry. when you're seeing this amount here, the one we are seeing here, it is the same as the total overhead they gave us up. These totals must be the same. When you add up these, the whole of these costs up, and what you have apportioned here, when you add them up, they must be giving you, they must be equating. That's how you know that what you have done is right. Thank you for watching. I'm posting the others. As we said, you're going to be using the same question to handle each method separately so that you get to know each and everything. Thank you for watching. Until we meet again.